wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They run right side with Hunt. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're...
Touchdown, Texans! Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Jones throwing for it. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Murray. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Bernard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall.
And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10, because they've had some time.
He's got room to run past the 20. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The Pats again will go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Jones now on first down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
8 yards to go on second down.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jones on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Eric Murray. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Second down at 7.
Back to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
And he'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. Second down at 4.
Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going for the deep ball.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Zoom6. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Zoom6 spent 4 productive years in Tennessee, but really broke out in 2020 with a career-high 41 catches and 8 touchdowns. They really love his ability to get downfield.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
36, Patriots 29.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Jones now, off the play fake. Flush to his right. It's caught, Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Returnable for Dorsett.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Jones throwing on fourth down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 116 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Jones being chased out left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Texans might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead.
Back to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.